What's going on, everybody? This is Patriot Independence, back again with Patriot Independence Live. If you can, start this live stream off by dropping a like, hitting that subscribe button, and drop a comment down in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. Got some live feeds pulled up. The ones in the middle is what's going on in Minneapolis at the moment. The one to the right with the picture of the United States, that is a live military flight tracker. And the one below that is the U.S. Air Force EAM frequency monitor with SDR for very low frequency. And EAM is emergency action messages, and it monitors the nuclear war codes and a lot of the like the tactical comms and stuff goes through here. So I've got that on, and we can monitor that throughout the evening. But how's everybody doing this evening? How's everybody doing? Crazy past couple days. Insane last couple days. Can everybody hear me okay? I think you guys know all hell is breaking loose in the state of Minnesota right now. It's specifically Minneapolis. And as you know, as I was saying, all hell is breaking loose in Minneapolis. And as you know, where Tim Walz and Mayor Fry resides and governs, aside from all the fraud that is going on right now, as you know, that woman was shot by ICE agents because, as we all know, she literally tried to run the guy over. There's multiple videos out there. I'm not going to pull it all up. Unless you guys want me to pull it up, I can show you. But I think the way I'm seeing everything and everything going on, I think the left is wanting that George Floyd moment. I mean, they're busting windows out and rioting, and they were burning flags earlier today. They busted windows out of a federal building. But what's even crazier, and I think things are getting ready to start popping off in Portland, 2 people were just shot in Portland by Border Patrol agents. I believe they were Trende Araguas. Here we go. At 2:19 p.m. At 2:19 Pacific Standard Time, U.S. Border Patrol agents were conducting a targeted vehicle stop in Portland, Oregon. Passenger of the vehicle and target are Venezuelan illegal aliens affiliated with the transnational Tren de Aragua prostitution ring and involved in a recent shooting in Portland. The vehicle driver is believed to be a member of the vicious Venezuelan gang, Tren de Aragua. When agents identified themselves to the vehicle occupants, the driver weaponized his vehicle just like the lady did in Minneapolis. Weaponized the vehicle, attempted to run over law enforcement agents. Fearing for his life and safety, an agent fired a defense shot. The driver drove off with the passenger, fleeing the scene. The situation is evolving and more information is forthcoming. So, yeah, things are starting to get pretty crazy, man. And I think that the left is trying to sow the seeds to get a violent civil unrest, violent revolution. I think that's what they want. It looks like that one went away, so let's go ahead and close this one out. Remove that one. We'll move this one down here to the center, right down here. But yeah, I mean, things are starting to get really, really scary out there. Trying to make this a little bit better so that way you can read everything here. There we go. And see the middle screen. Hold on a second, you guys. My something happened with my image on the background. But where's everybody watching from? Drop a comment, let me know where you're watching from as I get this fixed. I'm almost got it. There we go. Alright. So if you're just joining in, the bottom here is, hey, yes sir, New Hampshire. Yeah, so down at the bottom, we got Minneapolis protest coverage. On the right, you got the flight tracker. These are all military flights over the U.S. right now. And then below that is the EAM frequency tracker through an SDR, online SDR service. It tracks U.S. Air Force EAM frequencies. And if anything comes through on that, it'll come through live on the live stream. But yeah, just to add to what's going on in Minneapolis and in Minnesota, I think Portland's getting ready to be next because two others were just shot in Portland by Border Patrol. I haven't really seen any protest coverage from Portland or anywhere else. It was a lot earlier, but it seems like Minnesota is the only thing I can find so far. And I really pray for the ICE agents who are impacted by all of this, because it wouldn't surprise me. And because the left is calling for them to be prosecuted, and they're calling for them to pretty much get the death penalty. And I would hope that they don't get Derek Chauvined. If you know what I mean. If you know, you know. I would hope that wouldn't happen, because that would send a really, really bad message to ICE and Border Patrol, which I don't think is going to happen, because so far the Trump administration all of them have been very, very supportive and standing behind the ICE agents. And they should, because the fact is that if that lady wasn't trying to run the guy over, she wouldn't have got shot. And that's just how it is. I mean, it's like the old saying, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And then I really believe that these people radical, it's let's see, plus federal agents versus local cops. Yeah, and you know what's crazy too is that Tim Walz made a statement talking about we've never been at war with the federal government before, and talking about going to war with the federal government. And then he brought up the National Guard troops, putting in the National Guard troops to go after the federal agents, the ICE agents and stuff. It seems to me like they're trying to stoke a mass civil unrest to take away from and take attention off of the amount of fraud that's being found and exposed in Minnesota. Because you know as well as I do, they're all a part of it. They're all in on it. Every one of them's in on it. And I think there's some video on here. Yeah, right here. The paper trail will tell. DHS, in conjunction with other federal agencies, are gathering mountains of evidence of the unchecked fraud that took place in Minnesota. Every bit of wrongdoing is documented and will be used to exact justice. Now, my only concern is, will Trump's DOJ, which is Pam Bondi, will they actually prosecute him? Because there's a lot of stuff right now that's able to be prosecuted, but nothing's happened. I mean, Congress is still sitting on all of Trump, if not most of Trump's executive orders that he signed in when he first took office. They haven't even codified a lot of them. They're just sitting on them. And I think they're trying to run the clock out. But this stuff going on in Minnesota with and the rhetoric that Tim Walz and Mayor Fry they're putting out, it, instead of calming things down, it seems like they're trying to just stoke the violence. But it's crazy that these people become so indoctrinated with all the propaganda. It's like they're literally acting like ICE is a Nazi regime, and they're the Gestapo, and they're evil and xenophobic and they're bad people. And some of these people, maybe that's why they're acting like this, because they're so brainwashed by the mainstream media and these corrupt politicians. They actually think they're like some kind of vigilante trying to be like a hero. You know what I mean? I mean, you got to think about it. For just over an entire year, they're being told over and over and over again that ICE is rounding up people of color and sending them to camps and quote unquote concentration camps. It's just crazy. And then the mainstream media and the corrupt politicians They're feeding these people all these lies and all this propaganda, and that's what's fueling all of this. Every bit of it, all the violence against ICE, all the violence against the Border Patrol and the Trump administration. It all comes down to the rhetoric of the Democrat Party and the mainstream media. The lamestream is what I call them. The corporate media. And I think it's a rebellion happening in Minnesota. And Tampon Tim is right in the center of it. Like I said, maybe he's pissed because his fraud scandals are, just got discovered, and he's about to get in a whole shitload of trouble. And then it's like, hey, why not ignite this war, this civil unrest, to take attention away from it? Almost like, yeah, they have their own motive. And then you got Mayor Fry telling ICE, get the F out. It's like they're just feeding it. They're feeding that fire. Let's see. Let's pull up some of these flights real quick. So you got, that's just a refueler. I've seen a couple of these flights here. I'm not sure what they are yet. Atlas Air Inc., operated by U.S. Air Force. It's an Atlas airplane. I'd have to look into those to see what that is. It kind of looks like the Air Force One plane, but I don't think that is. I don't think that's it. A lot of aerial refuelers up right now. A whole lot of them. So you got an E6 just off the northern coast of North Carolina. Let's see. Yeah, I think those E6s are communication command planes. Nope, I just got another notification about my audio through YouTube. Let me see something. Hold on. Yeah, I just checked it. Everything looks fine. It still says excellent on stream, so I don't know. I'm still trying to work the bugs out with OBS, trying to figure out what's the best settings on it. So over Oklahoma, over Tulsa is the E3B Century. That's one of the Intel planes. They gather intel and stuff with those. But I think it's the RC 135 rivet joints. I believe those are like, they're the best of the best with their intel planes. A P8 Poseidon, that's a sub hunter plane. Took off from Seattle and now it's flying back. It's a lot of military. This is all military. This is normal flights, and then that's just military. A lot of activity tonight. Whole lot of activity. See if there's anything going on in Portland yet. Yeah, see, they're already starting to put posts out. All cops are bastards. Abolish the police. Shot by ICE for attempting to run down agents. Well, it's like this. Anybody else would go to prison for that. Because once you do something like that, it's not just, oh, it's a car. No, it becomes a deadly weapon at that point. Because you could kill you could off somebody with that. Democrats were defending these people before they even knew the Tren de Aragua affiliation. Got a report here. Let's listen.
Standard Time, U.S. Border Patrol agents were conducting a targeted vehicle stop in Portland. The passenger of the vehicle and target is a Venezuelan illegal alien affiliated with the transnational Tren de Aragua prostitution ring and involved in a recent shooting in Portland. The vehicle driver is believed to be a member of the vicious Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. When agents identified themselves to the vehicle occupants, the driver weaponized his vehicle and attempted to run over the law enforcement agents. Fearing for his life and safety, an agent fired a defensive shot. The driver drove off with the passenger, fleeing the scene. The situation is evolving and more information is forthcoming. So there we have an official response from the Department of Homeland Security.
That's the most
Pacific Standard Time, U.S. Border.
Yeah, man, I think things are about ready to get a whole lot worse in this country. This says, just yesterday, Walt told people in Portland to rise up. Now 2 people are unalived after attacking ICE. Waltz has blood on his hands. Absolutely. Let's see. Let's listen to it.
Following. Look, and I understand the uniqueness of this moment in this week, following this week, seeing what's happening in the backdrop of a show hearing in D.C. My job is to govern, and my job is to see what the facts are.
His also job is lately, now that it's all been exposed, is robbing the taxpayers.
This happened a couple of hours ago, and we're already pitting American against American. All of you saw a video in your eyes. We have a chaotic situation caused by the largest deployment in American history of federal agents.
The fact is if they would have blocked those roads with Minneapolis police and prevented rioters and protesters from getting down there to begin with, and if they would have and stopped demonizing ICE and demonizing the Trump administration all the time, none of this would have happened. None of it.
Into a community with no communication to locals, we had a chaotic situation where an individual is in their car shot and killed. And so, look, I want to be very cautious here because
you know what's crazy? I think it was MS Now or whatever MSNBC changed their thing to. They were saying that the lady that was shot was standing on the side of the road and they never even said anything about a vehicle. They were playing it as if this lady was on the side of the road and never had anything, going on. Like she didn't do anything.
Donald Trump will make this about me. He will make this about politics. This is about public safety, and this is about normalcy. To Americans who are watching this, if you're in Portland or you're in LA or you're in Chicago or you're wherever they're coming next, stand with us. Stand with us against this. This was so preventable, so unnecessary, and I don't know. I hope maybe we're at the McCarthy moment. Do you have no decency? Do you have no decency? We have someone dead in their car for no reason whatsoever, and I don't want to be right about this, but I said if they do this, they're going to create a chaotic situation where someone innocent's going to get killed, and they did it. And now we hear more political rhetoric. Enough is enough. And so to Minnesotans, don't take the bait. Do not take the bait. Do not allow them to deploy federal troops into here. Do not.
I think Trump should just declare the Insurrection Act and go in there and send the 101st Airborne in there. You honestly think the National Guard is going to try to go up against the 101st Airborne? I doubt it. Highly doubt it. Those boys are battle hardened and been through war. The National Guard would be it. No.
Not allow them to invoke the Insurrection Act. Do not allow them to declare martial law. Do not allow them to lie about the security and the decency of this state. And let's let this investigation play itself out. Let's make sure we protect our neighbors. I encourage you to use your First Amendment rights and all of your constitutional rights, but do so in a peaceful manner. We'll gather back with you as soon as we gather more information that needs to be put out. But again, stay safe, Minnesotans, and we'll be back with you.
So in Portland shooting scene, as you can hear, provocateurs are still screaming, F ICE, you effing Nazi. They don't pay these brave they don't pay them enough. They really don't.
They should be. I think they're rolling on everybody. Are you lighting 7? Sure.
Hear them?
Okay, buddy.
I guess they'll try to say these two people were American citizens.
It's no right to be here.
This is what the left and the mainstream media has done to people. Just take a look. This is what they have done. They have brainwashed these people so much with far left propaganda that everybody's lost their fucking minds.
Right there.
Yeah, so I got a feeling I'm going to be live tomorrow with some protest cams from Portland. And it's crazy that this is happening. Trump needs to do the Insurrection Act, put in the federalize the guard, and get a handle on this now. I don't care what people say. It's not going to cause him to lose the midterms. With him not doing anything, that will cost him the midterms. We elected him to be in office to do something about this shit. Not just not do anything.
Stage at your discretion, police are en route.
So apparently this is the 911 call.
Stage at your discretion, police are en route. It looks like caller saying that he was shot twice by ICE and his wife was shot as well. Your top group is going to be Ops 1, Engine 7 with Medic 314 and Medic 321 with police en route. This will be a shooting at the... We have a male who was shot twice in the arm and his wife who was shot in the chest. Your top group is going to be Ops 1. Stand by for additional dispatch. Stage at your discretion.
Moments ago, Portland Mayor Keith Wilson urges ICE to halt operations in the city after a shooting. According to DHS, a Border Patrol agent fired a defensive shot after a driver linked to Tren de Aragua allegedly tried to run over federal agents. Again, trying to use their vehicles as weapons. When you do that, it becomes assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill. That's what it is. But let's listen to the cuck Keith Wilson.
We know what the federal government says happened here. There was a time when we could take them at their word. That time is long past. That is why we are calling on ICE to halt all operations in Portland until a full and independent investigation can take place. Our community deserves answers. We know what the federal government says happened here. There was a time when we could take them at their word. That time is long past. That is why we are calling on ICE to halt all operations in Portland until a full and independent investigation can take place.
We all know how those investigations are going to go. We all know how they're going to go. It's going to be one-sided. Live at ICE shooting in Portland. So look, they've already done started.
And take care. Yeah.
Imagine how it's going to be tomorrow. Just imagine. Tomorrow is going to be chaotic. And you know what's even more crazy is, I don't know if anybody has seen this, but the USPS, hold on, let me pull it up. Here we go. So, the United States Postal Service sends an alarming letter out to all employees and contractors. And this was January 5th. So this was 2 days prior to everything happening. Letter signals that an impending crisis of civil unrest or epidemic could be imminent. What do they know that you don't? And that's why I've been telling people, I think there's a big movement within the Democrat Party because they're losing their voting base, losing funding as all these scams and fraud gets exposed, and they're getting desperate. Like with these protests, I think they're going to be a lot bigger. and a lot more violent. But it's taking all of their far left networks to pull a lot of this off. And what have I told you about when these people get desperate? Like an animal backed into a corner, they're gonna lash out. And I think we're about to see some crazy times ahead of us. And that's why I tell people to prepare now while you can. Get storable food, canned food, not like non-perishable food items, things to purify water filtration, definitely comms, so that way you can link up with your community. Medical supplies, stock up on any type of medical stuff that you might need, medications or whatnot. I think Jace Case, they offer a service where you can go on Jace Case and get antibiotics and all types of medications, and you can get it in bulk. Fuel, if you got generators, fuel, you can run like propane, stuff like that. Solar panels for power. I mean, you guys need to start getting ready. Everybody needs to start getting ready. And this is why I tell people that you got to start preparing now. But it's crazy. The protests we're seeing break out all across the country. It's just absolute freaking insanity. I mean, imagine being like these people so brainwashed that you think you're going to fight Nazis and that you're a hero if you assault or potentially unalive ICE officers. I mean, think about that. Because of the propaganda and talking points that they've been indoctrinated with over the last year in regards to ICE. That's why we have seen, and think about this, an 8,000% increase in unaliving threats and a 1,200% increase of actual assaults to ICE officers and other federal officers. And this is even spreading to people who support ICE deportations and Trump. So the number of assaults and threats could actually be higher once you factor in normal civilians. But conservatives are the violent ones, right? I mean, that's what they tell us. That's what they tell you on the news. That conservatives and the far right and white supremacy, and they say that the conservatives are the violent ones. But, you know, when Charlie Kirk was unalived by the left, you didn't see conservatives do what the radical left is doing. We didn't riot. We didn't vandalize property or assault officers or even celebrate it like they did. And this shows the true difference between us versus them. And I think all of this is what we have to hit home and expose. Because like I said, these are some very scary times that we live in right now. And we have to start getting the truth out, because the mainstream media isn't on our side. And they aren't going to do it because they're framing this lady as an innocent bystander. A lot of these news agencies are framing this lady as innocent. But, continue. Just days into 2026, USPS is issuing memos reminding workers to carry, quote, essential service letters and IDs to bypass travel restrictions during emergencies like epidemics, hurricanes, or civil unrest. Government prepping while we're in the dark? I think so. The last time the truckers saw these letters in our industry was during the COVID beer bug crisis. Pay attention. And here's the letter. And you even had people in the comments saying, at Grok, is this letter real? And then Grok says, yes, the letter is real. So this is real. This was sent out. It's real. It's just crazy. So what do they know that we don't know? That's what you need to start thinking about and start asking yourself. And then once you understand it and know that they're going to prepare for themselves, the rich elites are literally building bunkers right now. Look at Zuckerberg over in Hawaii. What was that, a multi-million dollar or hundreds of millions of dollars he sunk into that underground complex that they built on that island in Hawaii? Oh, EAMs going off. Let's check them out. Turn it up a little bit. Yeah, the EAMs just went off, so, and that's emergency action messages. Which, if you look at the flight tracker, it makes sense. It makes sense because that we're hearing it, because there are P-8s and command planes up right now. You got this one here, Venus 03. We could be hearing that one, but we could also be hearing this E6 Mercury that's off the coast. Yankee, that's what they're saying. Yankee Charlie. These are all codes. All emergency action codes. I'm going to turn the squelch off. See if we can hear it. Yep.
Alpha. X-ray. Sierra.
Yep.
Mike. Charlie. Victor. Lima. Echo. Echo. Whiskey. Romeo. November. Romeo. Hotel 7, India, Whiskey 2. This is D-Block out.
Wow, so yeah, you heard it there. We'll keep that on. Alright, I'll turn this down a little bit so that static's not so bad. You can actually still hear them. Yankee Alpha Quebec X-ray. I think we're hearing at P6 right now. That's what I think. I think we're hearing that P6. With no call sign. Because that's right where the SDR, it's in the area where the SDR is right now. We'll leave that up for a second, see if anything comes in through clear. Yep. A lot of activity tonight. Whole lot of activity tonight. I think it went off. So let me go in and put the squelch back on. If it comes in strong again, it'll pick it up, and then I'll turn the squelch off so we can hear it. So it's a little clearer. All right. So we'll keep monitoring that, especially with everything that that's going on with Venezuela right now. Looks like everything's still, all the protests are still going on in Minnesota. So, all right. Save a life, you know, unalive ICE. Even a lady in the crowd is like, why are we chanting to unalive people? Let's see.
You should be. Save our life! Kill and ice! Save our life! Kill and ice!
Wow.
Hey!
I can tell you now, and now it's what's crazy is people on the left are trying to embrace the Second Amendment now. Can you believe that? Hold on, I just noticed that this thing is off here. There we go. Now it's right again. All right. Well, let's continue.
By any means necessary, bitch!
I dedicate that one! I dedicate that one! I dedicate that one! Listen! You don't gotta change it if you ain't ready. But some of us are pissed off, aren't we?
Well, a lot of conservatives were pissed off too whenever you guys offed Charlie Kirk and celebrated it. Or what about Jamie White? You guys celebrated all of that. But you didn't see conservatives out there doing what you guys are doing. No, because we actually have a civil and good heart and good mind.
I dedicate that one to Renee Good. When I say Renee Nicole Good, you say presente.
So it looks like protest ICE is currently underway in downtown Dallas. Downtown Dallas, Texas. Yeah, man, I'm telling you guys, man. Things are about ready to get nuts right now. I'm telling you, you can call me a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist all you want, but I'm telling you now, things are getting ready to get wild in America. And it's just, and it's very, very telling whenever you've got these governors and these mayors encouraging it and talking about going to war with the government. I'm telling you, I think they're, and this all goes back to what I was talking about a little while back on one of my other live streams about the Podesta plan and their Civil War plans for the United States. They're planning it. I think they're getting ready to enact the Podesta plan. Look at this this guy here.
Prince Wood, ladies and gentlemen, is a third-generation Los Angeles native. My mom was born here, grandmother was born here. My children are fourth generation, those who served for over 6 years. And my father is also a Marine who served this country and gave the ultimate
Thank you for your service
for our country. Minneapolis is home.
And you know, it's got to piss off people, because it pisses me off, and it's got to piss off people that have served this country, people who fought and died for this country and fought and died for that flag, to see these degenerates out there burning the American flag. It sends a fire through me, so I can only imagine what it does to these service members.
Home of Prince. Also, first of all, Prince would roll over in his grave if he's seen what's going on now. Rest in peace. Prince wouldn't put up with all y'all immigrants taking over Minneapolis, his beautiful city. And secondly, a more important point, that the relativity of Los Angeles and Minneapolis coincide. Why? Because we're home of the Los Angeles Lakers. That you people don't understand. We got the Lakers from Minneapolis. Minneapolis is the home of the lakes, first of all. We took them. L.A. ain't home of the lakes. We got one or two. But we got Kobe, the name, the brand Lakers come from Minneapolis. With that being said, protesters, all that shit started here in L.A., just like ICE did. Federal law, they're federal agents. State law does not apply to federal agents. So with that being said, all of you protesters are just helping identify the person getting deported by asking them their name and phone number on camera, and they say it. So you're helping ICE identify them. Stupid. Real fact.
So, this was in June. Live at a major protest in Minneapolis after, this was 1 hour ago. So this is live. I'm gonna put up another riot cam. All right, so we got a couple of protest cams up right now. All of them are in Minneapolis, in case you guys are wondering. Yeah, things are getting crazy, man. Things are getting absolutely crazy. So this looks like this was in Philly. Yeah, it's happening everywhere, y'all. All over the country. Everywhere. Everywhere. Which is just nuts. It makes you wonder, because see, they got, look at all these signs and all of this stuff, all this gear, like the mask and the gas mask and all that stuff. It makes you wonder who's funding all of this. Like, if anybody remembers, the very day that ICE unaliving happened in Minnesota, if you remember, that evening or just within a couple hours, protesters were out in the streets with pre-made signs that were, let's just say they were current to that event. So it makes you wonder who's funding that, because that takes a lot of funding. Making that stuff is not cheap, and especially trying to do it that quick with that short time frame. That's actually very, very questioning. It makes you question, to wonder who's funding all of it. I mean, you got to really think about that, because they had those signs made within what, couple hours. And it makes you really think. So if you just joined in, drop a comment in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you haven't already, subscribe and drop a like and share the stream out. Both of these cams are protest coverage in Minnesota. On the right, you got a flight tracker over the United States of military flights, and then below that is a EAM frequency tracker for the U.S. Air Force. About 10 minutes ago, we heard that start going off. They were putting out communication signals. It was pretty cool. Portland ICE protest. So, I mean, like I said, we seen them in Portland. They're still going on in Minnesota. We seen them in Philly. I think it's about ready to start getting wild, y'all. I'm telling you. If you haven't already, start preparing. Start preparing now. Especially with that memo that USPS sent out. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but I'll pull it back up so you guys can see it. United States Postal Service sends an alarming letter out to all employees and contractors. Letter signals that an impending crisis of civil unrest or epidemic could be imminent. Just days into 2026, USPS, and this was sent on January 5th, so a couple days prior. So it looks like a lot of these are shutting down. Yeah, nothing's going on tonight. I think I'm going to call it. Yep, I think I'm going to call it. All of them are starting to wind down. Not a lot of violence or anything going on tonight. Earlier, they were busting windows out of a federal building. So, yeah. But I will tell you that. So now they're in DC. They were in DC too, 4 hours ago. Let's see. Yeah.
Sound check.
It's happening. It's happening
we
everywhere.
Are walking. We're just a block away from the first DC protest related to that ICE shooting.
Yeah, it's happening
we're gonna be live
everywhere.
streaming the entire thing. The boys, what's going on? This is Jose right here, the cameraman. He does a holy shit. This is big. So we're gonna be trying to talk to people because the experiences I've had in DC protests is insane, and there's just way too many people to actually have conversations with people. So we're just gonna do our best to document what's going on. And yeah, perfect, cool. So Jose is recording on my camera so we can make a YouTube video. I'm live on Twitter, obviously. Before it gets too loud, let's go over here so we can get a quick cover. Guys, I'm just going to film the intro real quickly, so give me 1 second. Let y'all watch that. Let's say we're facing there, actually. This is probably the biggest protest that I've seen in DC. I've been to a couple DC protests. This is George Floyd level stuff. And the reason I have a camera in my hands is because we're also live on X. If you're seeing this, it's probably because you're seeing a later video on YouTube. But we're probably not going to talk to too many people and get in heated debates with them, to be honest. We're just going to be here covering what's going on and getting people's opinions and perhaps pushing back a little bit. But the reason I say that is DC is not the environment, the place where you want to debate with emotional protesters who are violent. So let's go see what's going on. Twitter, we're back.
Yeah, it's starting to get crazy, y'all. It's starting to get crazy. And look at that one protest cam in the center there. They're all waving foreign flags. Mexican flags, Venezuelan flags, Cuban flags, the Palestinian flags. And in the American flags, they're burning them or they got them turned upside down. Which, I mean, it just shows you the mentality of these people. This was NYC. So this was in New York City.
We plan to stay here. We are not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. They want us to leave.
And if you look, it's a lot of boomer white liberals and Karens. Like, that's a white boomer. White boomer. Nothing against boomers, but what's wrong with you guys, man? Like, what has gotten into you? Have you not known? I mean, seriously.
We plan to stay here. We plan to stay here. We plan to say. We plan to say that we want more than just justice for Renee. That we want more than just justice for Renee. We want an end to ICE. We want an end to ICE. We want an end to the Trump regime.
Well, let's see. You'll never get an end to ICE, and you'll never get an end to the Trump administration.
We want an end to the Trump regime. We want an end to the system. We want an end to the system that kills, kidnaps.
And see, and that's another thing too that's kind of telling. There a lot of the protest coverage that I've seen, they're all talking about wanting to end the system and revolt. This is revolution talk. When they start talking about ending the system, crashing the system, it's all revolution talk. And it makes you wonder about, with the rhetoric that's coming out of Tim Waltz and Jacob Fry, with what they're saying, and then Tim Waltz talking about he's going to use the National Guard against federal officers. It makes you wonder that if they're, I'm telling you, I think it's the Podesta Civil War plan. If you don't already know, look up the Podesta Civil War plan. It's called the Podesta plan. I'm telling you.
Murders! Our people! Our people! We are going to...
And I'm sorry, but I tell you this. These people do not want to pick a fight with people like me, people like you, people like us. Because some of us are snipers for fun. When we go hunting in the woods, I mean, if you've hunted before, you already know how to sight in your rifle, how to zero it in, what the bullet drop is, what ballistic coefficient is. I mean, these people are barking up the wrong tree.
Continue this picket. We are going to continue this picket. Chinga la migra. Chinga la migra. Abolish ICE. Abolish ICE. Are you tired? No. Are you tired? No. Chinga la migra. Chinga la migra. Chinga la migra. Chinga la migra.
Yeah, so we're seeing it everywhere. Everywhere. So this one is Portland.
Weapon, then they have every right to defend themselves.
Let's put that on the screen. We'll move that one up. And we'll add in Portland. Oop, wrong button.
The truth, you just care about lies. Spewing your fucking dumb rhetoric. Fucking dumb retard.
These people are absolute fucking imbeciles.
Y'all are fucking terrorist, fascist fucks.
Yeah, so this is Portland.
So Trump signed a thing like on, I think the 31st or the 1st, and he put emergency National Guard troops all together in every single sanctuary state. So he pulled the National Guard that are under Congress, but he has his own troops too now. And he
This guy has no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
Sanctuary state, and it's a mixture of Marines and National Guard.
Good.
So, and I seen it. I think I posted it earlier.
Had a pee-pee in his butt that was not his own.
I'm like,
I wish I would have seen that before he left. Oh, look, now they're directing traffic over here.
This guy has no idea. Talking about National Guard with Congress.
Oh. Terrorists. Look at the terrorists. Look at all the terrorists. Fascists.
So the bottom one is Portland, and the one at the top with four in one screen, that's Minneapolis, Minnesota.
You guys can pull any name you want, but you guys just make shit up. You look at you guys are all fascists. Look at you guys. Blocking the road, directing traffic. Yep, terrorists. That's a terrorist act. King Trump puts his fist down. Yes, sir.
So, something crazy. ICE protesters in front of the Bishop Henry Whipple Federal Building near Minneapolis today. Laura Ingraham got her to admit they are paid. It's like I was telling you. They're paid. They're all paid. So we got an EAM coming in. tell you, the EAMs are going off right now. But yeah, Laura Ingraham, in front of the Bishop Henry Whipple Federal Building near Minneapolis, got a lady to admit that they're paid protesters, like I was telling you earlier. Let's listen.
Shame! Shame!
Do you have a job?
Do
you have a job?
Shame! Shame! I'm getting paid right now! Shame! Shame!
Listen to that.
Shame!
Do you have a job? Do you have a job?
Shame! Shame! I'm getting paid right now!
Getting paid right now. What do you think that means?
Shame! Shame! Shame!
Wow. So if you're just joining in, camera on the bottom is Portland. The one at the top with 5 cameras and 1 shot, that is Minnesota. In case anybody was wondering.
Okay.
2 more cars behind that.
All right. There they are. Look. There they are. There they are. Let's go. That's right. Clean up the fascist trash over here. Clean up all this fascist trash. Let's go.
It's starting to get wild, y'all.
Fascist trash.
You want to take this down there for a minute? Like, not like.
It's starting to get wild.
Not really. It's just too crazy today, dude. I don't want to have to start breaking people's bones and shit.
God bless us! God bless us!
Here, I gotta stop using my voice for a minute. You use it.
I was like, here, hold on. Yeah, there you go. Hook me up. Hook me up. There you go. It's like I get so weighted down with this thing, and then look at me now. If I go down there, I'm screwed.
Yeah, just stay outside of their reach.
I'd have to freaking throw everything down.
Because the cops are pushing them out of the road.
Yep. Because I can go down to here at least a little bit.
Yes, sir! Clean up the fascist trash! That's right! Yes, clean up the fascist trash! That's right! Get the fuck out of the road, fucking retards! Fucking retards! You're lucky this shit isn't in fucking Florida. Your ass would be run the fuck over, you fucking idiots! Get the fuck out of the road! Did you see what happened to that stupid bitch yesterday, you fucking idiots? Get the fuck out of the road, you fucking morons!
This guy's losing it.
You fascist scum! Look at you, fascist scum! This is a riot! This is exactly a riot! This is why they had to come down here to clean your faggot asses out of the street!
Oh, wow. He is going off, isn't he?
Fascist scum! Fascist scum! Fascist scum! Timu terrorist fascist scum! Fascist scum! Fascist scum! Y'all need Jesus, you fascists! You stupid fascists! Get the fuck out of the road, you fascist scum! Look how easy it was! That's right! That's right! God bless Portland Police Bureau! Yes, sir! God bless the Portland Police! God bless ICE! We love you, ICE! We stand with PP! Too! Border Patrol!
So it looks like the Danish military are preparing for military action in Greenland.
Our streets, baby! America only, bitches! That's right! Fascists! Y'all are fascists!
Then we got the sellout, Bongino the sellout.
Fascist scum! That's right!
You don't know, you have no idea how much I miss this, he says.
God bless ICE! God bless Donald Trump! And God bless America, baby! Yes, sir!
I wonder what this one means. Tonight will be a bad night for America. Pray for China. I don't know what that means.
Look at you guys lose again. Now you guys lost the road.
Major war in the Middle East. Pray for the world.
Now you lost the road. Now you lost the road. Now you lost.
I guess I'm taking it. This is in Iran, with all the stuff going on in Iran.
Dirty Comsdale. Yes, sir.
I need to turn that guy down. I don't want to end up getting. I don't want to end up getting a strike or something. So let's listen to this here.
نعم فيدا صحيح وهي ما زالت مستمرة والآن أيضا مع دخول الظلام. نعم هذه أيضا قذائف يبدو أطلقتها قوات سوريا الديمقراطية. لا أعرف تحديدا أين سقطت في حلقة الليل هذه، لكن سقطت في أحياء قريبة من حيي الأشهر.
Yeah, so it's going down in Iran. I mean, dude, the whole world is going nuts, man. One of those shot by, see, I already covered this Trinidad Aragua. Congresswoman Gladys Aurora Lopez struck by explosive device at Congress of Honduras. Holy crap. This was 3 hours ago.
Gladys. Viene Gladys Aurora. Teresita, Calix también. Teresita, ¿qué es lo que está pasando ahí?
¿A dónde? ¿Aquí en el Congreso?
Sí, ¿por qué no entran?
No nos dejan entrar. Cerrar.
Oh my God.
Viene Gladys Aurora.
Let's watch that again.
Calix también. Teresita, ¿qué es lo que está pasando ahí?
¿A dónde? ¿Aquí en el Congreso?
Sí, ¿por qué no entran?
No nos dejan entrar. Cerrar.
Oh my God.
Viene Gladys Aurora.
Holy crap. Yeah, that grenade toss is insane. Yeah, look at that. Like, they gotta have hella aim. And where's their security at? Like, this guy's just standing here. I guess they weren't thinking if a nade was gonna come flying over the fence, but damn. That's crazy. Dan and Cash promoted Shannon Perry to number 4 in the BU. She was an assistant director promoted by Ray and Comey. Her office persecuted whistleblowers under which is Christopher Wray and Biden. I'm going to tell you why. Hold on, we got a EAM coming in. Let's listen to it. Well, anyway, this guy says, Hodge Twin says, why at Dan Bongino? Well, I'll tell you why. Because he's a deep state sellout along with Kash Patel. Both of them are sellouts. They talked all this smack before going in there, wanting everybody to support them to go in there. And then when they get in there, they did absolutely nothing. Just like Pam Bondi, doing absolutely nothing. Nothing. That's why I have very little faith when it comes to prosecutions and holding these people accountable like Tim Waltz and Jacob Fry with the corruption and fraud that they've been doing. I have very little hope. Very little hope. And this right here is obvious. They put in a deep state rat. I mean, come on. I mean, look at this. Her office prosecuted whistleblowers under Christopher Wray and Joe Biden. And then she was the assistant director that was promoted by Christopher Wray and Comey. This guy right here and Kash Patel, they put this lady in there, Shannon Perry. And then you got people asking why. You should know why. The same reason why they went in there and Kash Patel talked about taking the FBI, the Hoover FBI building, making it a museum of the deep state. How long ago was that? A year and a half, 2 years ago when he said that? And here we are today, January 8th, 2026, still operating out of the deep state FBI building in D.C. All that stuff he said, talking about shutting down the main headquarters in DC and sending everybody out to different divisions in the United States. But what happened? The FBI building's still open. Kash Patel and Dan Bongino are deep state hacks, and this right here proves it, because Dan and Kash promoted Shannon Perry to number 4 in the Bureau. She was assistant director promoted by Christopher Wray and James Comey. Her office persecuted whistleblowers under Christopher Wray and Joe Biden. That should tell you everything you need to know. And then for Dan Bongino to come out and it was saying, oh, I've missed this, so you have no idea how much I missed this. Seriously? If anybody watches and supports Bongino after going in there and just completely flopping on his face, I mean, I don't see how anybody supports him. I really don't. After that, after what he did in there, I should say what he didn't do, yeah. Yeah. That's what I think. And I could lose subscribers. You guys can unsubscribe or whatever, or don't even subscribe. But I'm just telling you how I feel. Like I told you in the beginning, I am unbiased. I'm beholden to no political party. I call it as I see it. And that's just what I do. I'm not like these Democrats or some of these Republicans where they're acting like they're in a cult, like a cult member. Where it's like, oh, they can do no wrong. I call it out. I don't care who you are, what party you're affiliated with. If you do something wrong, if you're guilty, I'm going to call you out. That's just how it is. I'm beholden to no one. I am truly independent. In my political stance, I vote with Republicans because that's where my values line the most. But I am actually a constitutional conservative or a constitutional independent. I'm not a Republican. Ron DeSantis defends Renee Good. So DeSantis...
And we also have a policy that if you're driving on one of those streets and a mob comes and surrounds your vehicle and threatens you, you have a right to flee for your safety. And so if you drive off and you hit one of these people, that's their fault for impinging on you. You don't have to sit there and just be a sitting duck and let the mob grab you out of your car and drag you through the streets. You have a right to defend yourself in Florida. And we also have a policy that if you're...
I don't think he's defending Renee Good, because that's not what happened with Renee Good. See, what Ron DeSantis is talking about is when normal people that aren't politically violent, people that are just minding their own business, driving to work, going to the store, just normal people, and they're blocked and being bombarded by far left rioters. That's what he's talking about. But he's not talking about when someone like the lady in Minnesota goes in and she is literally stalking ICE agents, and then she uses her vehicle to block the road, and then when they tried to arrest her, she tried to run one of them over. That logic does not apply. Don't care what this Keith Edwards guy is saying. Don't care. So Laura Loomer's getting shadow banned. Her comment was, funny how all the white liberals turned out for the black drug dealer during the summer of love, but the Somali African imports won't turn out for the white carpet. Oh, wow. In Minneapolis during winter. White liberals love making themselves sacrificial lambs to tribalistic inbreds. You want to know what I think Laura Loomer looks like? Hold on. You want to know what I think Laura Loomer looks like? And I'm going to tell you, I want to know what you guys think in the chat. All right? I'll just set that right there for a second. Look at her. Now, this is the dude from Saw. Have you guys ever seen the movie Saw? The little dude that rides the tricycle? I want to play a game. Yeah, that looks like Laura Loomer. What do y'all think? Drop a comment. But yeah, apparently she's getting shadow banned on X.
I used a Lime scooter to get to the center. 30 minutes. And I was the one that was there first.
Thank you for sharing the live, guys. Thank you so much for sharing the live.
I was setting up. Do you know what happened? Yeah. I mean, some. That's as much as we can do.
Loverboy, thank you for the follow.
The craziest part is that I was following that man.
Also, get some fucking new material, you boring loser.
Fascist! You're a fascist scum! You're a fascist scum! You need to, and then look what's happening down here, you fucking fascist fuck! You're a fascist scumbag!
This dude is cussing way too much. I don't want to end up getting demonetized, so... Or, I mean, I'm not monetized anyway. Oh, wait. EAM's coming through. Let's check them out. Let's see what they're saying. We'll let that play for a second. Alright. So it's not really doing anything now, so let's go back to the protest. So these are a mix between Portland and Minnesota. Just in case anybody wants to know, these are all a mix between Portland, Minnesota. Yeah, so.
Balls! You have no balls! You have no fucking balls! You have no balls! Fuck up, you coward ass pussy loser! You're a fucking coward!
Yeah, this guy's losing his mind. Losing his mind.
I'm getting perfect content right now!
Yeah, now they're playing music and I can't play that because I will not get copyright strike. I'm telling you, man, and I'm not even monetized. That's the crazy part, and I can still get a copyright strike.
He has to be freelance.
I like that guy.
He probably.
The cops were down there a block away, and I went up to their car to ask them if any more cops were.
Yeah, so things are starting to get crazy. We're here for it. It is almost 11:15 p.m.
It's like, dude, they should have been
here on the East Coast in the U.S. of A.
in the middle of the road. They already know all the rules. What did you just say about the president? What the fuck did you just say about the president, you fucking scumbag?
Here we go.
You fucking fascist fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, and see, the crazy part is that these people are the real fascists. They're the real Nazis, and they don't realize that the things that they're advocating for is fascism. It is Nazism.
Seniors vote away. Fucking senile senior.
Senile senior. Wow.
Fucking loser, you fascist scumbag.
That guy's losing his mind.
We're gonna deport all the faggots to fucking.
Yeah, this dude is losing his mind. He is losing his mind. And seeing, I can't go live on X or Rumble because I don't have enough followers. I can only go live on YouTube. See, if I was on my X account or if I was on my Rumble account, I could let all this play without having to worry if I'm going to get a strike or, you know, shadow banned because of the language. So, I mean, I really am trying to hit 500 subscribers by spring on my YouTube channel. If I can hit that's my goal, is to hit 500 subs by spring on this channel that you're watching on right now. That's my goal. Because then I can get super chats, super thanks, and super stickers. I can do member-only content, member-only live streams. I mean, I got a lot of cool stuff planned on the members-only thing with prepping video, which I'm going to do some prepping videos anyway, but a lot of the member-only content is going to be really good. Let's see if this guy's calmed down a little bit.
He's already in jail tonight.
Yeah, I know. We need some company.
Yeah, he needs some company. Let's go.
Give him the Diddy.
Dude, even this big car fit in there and that little tiny hatchback didn't fit.
So they just couldn't park.
Yep.
And this guy's in Portland. They're in Portland. Portland Andy.
Yes, sir.
We're leering something new today. I'm leering
There
something
goes the
new
fake
today.
news again. They came out to try to take pictures of the cops doing their job, to try to make it look bad. Cops are all on Antifa's side. How can you make it look bad?
Yeah,
they work
right.
together. Fucking retards.
The cops are literally, there's literally Antifa and BLM members within the police department. I mean, they're literally in the police department.
Scum. Y'all are fascist scum. Fascist scum. That's what fascists look like right there. The whole world sees it.
Hold on, everybody. I'll be right back. I got to get my charger here for a second. Hold on.
I've seen it all.
Sorry, y'all. I had to get some something to drink, and I had to get the charger to my mouse because the mouse is blinking right now. Here, I'll let you see it. So I had to get the charger for it because I don't want it to die in the middle of something. Hold on, I'm trying to, there we go. Plug this into the side of the monitor here. There we go. All right. Let's see what they're saying. It looks like he's got some people coming up to him.
Bitch, yeah, you are.
No!
Here we
That's
go.
right. Yeah, you guys don't fucking want it.
No!
Uh-oh.
That's what I said. That's why we gotta ignore them. We gotta ignore them. Dude's not a fucking trying to do anything.
How you doing, Fufa?
Fucking little pussy.
Uh-oh.
That shit's not easy to ride.
Uh-oh.
You had any tricks on it, fool?
Seems like things are starting to get swirly.
It's like, I can't talk to inbred fucking hills have eyes fucking retards. I'll...
Yeah, that's losing it. So why did it lose his message? Yeah, I agree. Hey, thanks for sticking around, man.
Pussy boy, walk away, boy. Walk away, pussy.
Wow.
Nobody cares. Who's triggered?
Things are getting wild in Portland. Let's check on Minnesota. So we got LA, Portland, and Minnesota on this one.
I'll give you guys a second.
Yeah, so things are starting to get a little crazy, y'all.
Got 3 on me, so that's 1. So.
I'll find a pocket. I'll find room.
Well, why do you have a gun for? Oh, so you're Antifa?
No, I'm security for a photographer.
Oh, you're a scary security guard. You safe? She's a security guard.
Yeah.
I don't believe that for
She's like the journalist.
Yeah, they're not security.
She's the
They're undercover.
Yeah, defend the gang members.
They just walked by like 5 minutes ago when I was saying whatever I
I
said to
didn't
him.
get my new shoulder mount yet.
Oh,
I
shit.
got the parts should be here tomorrow.
I'm like, that's what I want. Something where I can be hands off.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it so that it clips in right here.
I'm like, if it goes down, I have to just drop my
Use
freaking
this
phone.
to defend myself with if I have to. This thing would fuck somebody up, I think.
It's about 7 pounds.
Hit him with the side of that motherfucker. The streets are cleared. I guess they're leering now.
He said, I guess they're all leering now.
Yes, sir.
Hold on a minute. I just seen this, and I'm going to pull it up, and let's listen to it. Let's see what this is saying. It says, a wild claim is ripping through social media after a viral video alleged NASA knows Earth will briefly lose gravity for 7 seconds on August 12, 2026, and isn't telling the public why. Don't you think that's weird? But it's NASA. Never a straight answer. Let's listen.
NASA, space, aliens, gravity. Gravity. Let's talk about my second favorite topic. So I saw this yesterday and this morning, and I actually thought it was pretty interesting. It randomly came up on my For You page. So it says, on August 12th, 2026, so this coming August, the world will lose gravity for 7 seconds, NASA knows. They are preparing but won't let us know why. So according to the article that I read attached to that, it's saying that this is some project called Project Anchor that NASA has an $89 billion budget for. And the plan is to see if Earth can survive losing gravity. How they're going to do this, why they're going to do this.
They're going to end up killing everybody. Or they're going to end up unaliving everybody.
If you've been following me for a minute, how I feel about NASA, and we can just go ahead and reference the moonwalk on that one. Do I think they do some good things?
Yeah,
for sure.
the
Do I think
landing.
they waste money? Absolutely. It's not really
never a straight answer. NASA stands for never a straight answer.
Theorists are talking about this. So my question to you guys, especially people that follow it a little more than I do we know what this is? Is it true? Is it gonna happen? Somebody explain it to me. Or is this just some more internet hype? But they're claiming it has something to do with that black hole or whatever that is. There's better terms that I don't know. And that's what's going to cause us to lose the gravity for 7 seconds. Doesn't seem like a long time, but think about a 7-second earthquake at a 9.0. What do we think about this?
Could you imagine losing gravity for 7 seconds? I mean, think about that.
Doesn't matter? No, this is what fascism looks like in modern day. All right. I don't care what it looked like. This is exactly what it is. This is exactly what it is. This is a riot, and this is you guys. This is you guys. Nobody's afraid.
Of me reading the definition of fascism? That's crazy, dog.
No, nobody gives a fuck. We all know it. You guys are the fascists.
Oh, really?
Here they go.
The only reason why you can do this is because you're in a blue hellhole. You fucking dumb fuck.
Oh,
You
wow.
fucking retarded fuck.
Things are starting to get swirly, folks.
Nonsense, you fucking Nazi skinhead.
Things are getting swirly.
You're a fucking Nazi skinhead.
Illegals don't get the same rights as Americans.
Hey, that Tommy boy is right. The Americans don't get the same rights and privileges that that illegals are getting.
He thinks he's an.
That dude just lost audio, and I don't even think he
Sides
realizes
of the
it.
spectrum, you're a fucking moron. You're a fucking liar.
Yeah, that dude's losing service or something. EAM's going off again. And this one's really clear. Yeah, they're preparing the nuclear codes, boys. So that was another EAM from the U.S. Air Force. What did he say his call sign was? I'm guaranteed it's probably this one right here. That's probably what we were just hearing. It's right there. That one right there. Well, no, that one is showing that it's on the ground. Could be this one right here. Yeah, this one right here. 25,000 feet. We were hearing this one right here. I almost bet it. Yeah, this is just a tanker. That's an aerial refueler. That's another, they use those for refueling as well. Sam 733 took off from Ireland, and it looks like they're heading to Florida. But what we just heard, I would probably bet that it was this Boeing E6. The E6 Mercury. I mean, look at it. There's a lot of aerial refuelers up right now. And seeing what you got to look at too, the amount of aerial refuelers that are up, they're not up for no reason. And see, they go up when they're refueling something. Yeah, see, Strato tanker. Anytime you see the Strato tankers, those are your aerial refuelers. And see, and I'm wondering is what aircraft are flying, what military aircraft are flying right now without their public transponders on. Because right now we're seeing the ones that they want you to see. They don't care if you see, I should say. The Century 60, this is another Intel plane. That's a heavy surveillance plane there. But the E6 though, that is I'm almost positive the E6 is a like a command and control plane, or one of the command planes, command and intel, stuff like that. When you see the P8 Poseidons, those are the sub hunters. The P8 Poseidons, they're the ones that are detecting the nuclear subs and stuff like that, the submarines. Now the RC-135, I think Constant Phoenix, I can't remember. You got the rivet joint, you got the Phoenix one, and then there's another one. One of them is a nuke sniffer, where they got sensors on the bottom of them, and when they fly over, they're detecting radioactive particles in the atmosphere and in the air. That's why they call them nuke sniffers, because they can find nuclear material. All right, so we got Top Cat. Top Cat is in the air. This is the Boeing rivet joint, Top Cat. That's one of the main ones. Yeah, the Top Cat 36, the Boeing the 135R, the rivet joint. This is the one where if you see it going up and up in the air, it's doing reconnaissance, and it intercepts, and I believe it analyzes electronic and signal intelligence for military operations. So that thing right now, it's sucking up all kinds of intel. Look, there's two of them flying right back to back. Oh, he's getting aerial refueled. See, I'm telling you, they don't have the aerial refuelers up for no reason. This one's at 21,000 feet. Top Cat is at 20. So, yeah. He's getting aerial refueled right now. Now, some of these planes, Kanza 58 with the call sign there, the Boeing 767-200, some of these are refuelers as well, but some of them also carry military officials. See, they got a lot of intel planes up right now and aerial refuelers. You got this one circling around Oklahoma City. But the Top Cat one, that's the big daddy. Like, that's the boss hog of them all. That's one of our top intel gathering planes. I think it's actually the top intel plane that we got. That's a bad unit right there. That thing could pick up this YouTube live stream right now if it wanted to. It's literally that powerful. You got another Stratotanker off the coast. A lot of aerial refuelers up right now. Whole lot of aerial refuelers. This just looks like a what do you call it? Like a jet that the generals and other military officials fly in. Pegasus, I'm pretty sure that's an aerial refueler plane. And then you got, this looks like, that looks like either that's either a State Department or Homeland Security plane. But you got, the UK is flying with that plane. What the, see, and that's what I want. What the hell is the UK, the government of the United Kingdom? What are they doing flying here? They're all taking off out of the same area. That's weird. They both took off from the same airport in California or California. Yeah, that aerial refueler, that Intel plane, usually it don't go up. I mean, it could be training, but at the same time, it's a bad unit. And this is a bad unit right here. It's got the big disc on the top. That's another Intel plane. Yeah, see, I think the E6s are your the E6 and sometimes these E3B Sentries are well, actually the E6s are almost always your nuclear war command and control planes. Then these E3s can do the same thing, but these can also be used for weather surveillance as well. But this it's got a military tag on it. And I believe it's also got these like really high definition satellite cameras on it, so it can literally image the ground below it, and it can relay it back to the plane, and it'll show literally like how many fingers somebody's holding up. Like they're that advanced. So I think this is going to be another like a DHS jet. That's what that one looks like. Same here. So they're all flying out of the same airport here too, Colorado. And see, if you know anything, you know that Colorado is where that underground complex is, that military base. It's like an underground bunker. It's in Colorado. That's there. I just think it's crazy that the E6 is flying around. Command and control plane. But we'll keep monitoring it. I'll probably go until about 12 o'clock, and then I'll call it. Because I'm not seeing anybody coming in to the stream. I'm not going to keep staying streaming all night if nobody's in. So now they got sirens going off.
Box tonight, my boy? Huh? You eating some box tonight? You're not a box? Box, that's a terrible word for holy shit. Vagina. You're not
archaic fucking camera. I'm not a chud. I fucking hate these fuckers.
You're a chud, bro. You're a chud. You're a chud. You're a chud.
Stand up for yourself. Not a chud.
He's a chud.
Not a chud.
He's a fascist
He's
chud.
not a chud. I've seen chuds and he's not a chud.
He's definitely. Look at those SSRIs.
As a
fascist. Look at those
Bro, you're a
SSRIs.
chud. Take off your
Fascist. How many SSRIs do you think this guy's on? Look at his eyes.
Do you eat box?
Tell me the truth.
If you don't eat box, you might have.
You're too to be saying that.
You don't know box? I eat box.
Trans women are retarded, man.
Come to a safe space and try to talk shit. That's all they do. Just like fascists. Just like fascists.
So we got it going off again. A lot of activity tonight with the EAM command and control. I think that is because we are seeing a lot of those planes up right now.
O'Malley, I posted his picture on X, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he might have been farther than 6 feet.
Talk to the liaison sergeant down there. Asked him, why did you all leave? He said, well, we're going to give people a chance of voluntary compliance. And he said, and if they don't voluntarily comply, and I'm rolling my eyes, he said, we'll be back.
Must be a shift change or something for
yeah. Yeah, maybe that's it. Anyway.
I didn't know. I didn't watch the news. I don't know who got shot. I know that's what all this is about someone getting shot.
We need the Insurrection Act yesterday.
Yep, that's what I was just telling y'all earlier.
People were shot in 128th and Burnside, I think.
Yeah, I heard there were gang members.
No, 100th and Main Street. They were like at the hospital.
Yeah.
I think the other one that got shot was in the hospital. And then DHS was like, hey, come here. And they tried to run him down, and then boom, boom, shot one in the lady in the chest.
They're alleged Tren de Aragua.
Yeah, they are.
But they tried to
and then they go back to their apartment, which is 148th in Burnside.
Yeah.
And then that's because Russian police, as you probably noticed the other night, are very friendly to Trendy.
Yes.
And then they called the Russian police who showed up, and then next thing you know, the Portland police show up and big, tape everywhere, nothing going on. There's not even anyone out. And so like the city council and district attorney show up at the hospital. And then the district attorney said, I did not speak. Then two of the city council go to the 148th with the news crew to make another speech. I won't say love
to do speeches, you're right.
Brothers and sisters.
Well, and then
otherwise these guys may not know that they're on their side.
Was it, yeah, the governor and the DA or something did a press conference already?
No, but Wilson and Ray.
Yeah.
And then there was, the guy in between. He's going to march with
Cindy.
With Antifa.
We're just waiting.
What he didn't know is they hate everybody.
We're just waiting for Chris to come back
So luckily his security
to have Nico's back. Yeah, we're just waiting for Chris to come back down to have Nico's back.
throwing shit at him
Yeah.
and surrounding him.
Oh, you know, it was 2 gang members they shot that were trying to get away.
Yep. They were already involved in the shooting prior. And,
Yeah, and they were involved with the shooting.
They were?
Yep, that's what I was just telling you earlier.
Like in the morning,
They're
really.
making a stink out of it. Them fucking liberals want to get rid of it and give everybody that's a criminal a free ride.
I almost want them to get what they want so they can live in a world that's freaking full of violence. And see what it's like when the police are like, sorry, we can't help you. Yeah. Brazil?
Yeah, that'd be a good example.
Send them to China, and let's see how much they like communism then.
That's just crazy.
My second favorite president.
No, they're trying to say all the videos of people that were celebrating Venezuela were videos from 5 years ago. They're like, you guys are such liars. I'm like, fact check. And I'm like, nope, they're wrong. And this is people at work were telling me. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean,
you guys are very wrong.
there were literally people that were immigrants here in Florida coming out cheering it because they actually know what was going on in Venezuela under Maduro. I mean, it was crazy.
Chris is coming back.
It's crazy when the price of gas was cheaper than a gallon of gas was cheaper than a gallon of water in Venezuela. If that tells you anything.
Yeah, and then,
I'm going to go back over by Tommy.
half a million of them are
I bet you it's cold in Portland.
coming into this country if they cared about this country.
Go!
You got them standing on the side of that fucker.
Here we go!
Get them, boys.
They need to start doing what the Proud Boys are doing in DC during, I don't think it was J6. I think it was Lobby Day. They were running down the street, F Antifa, F Antifa, F Antifa. But they were actually saying F-U-C-K.
Campfire in the fucking middle of the street.
It's a different thing. You can't build a bonfire in the middle of the street.
But you can burn something.
Failure to adhere to this order may subject you to citation or arrest. If necessary, crowd control measures, including impact munitions or other physical force,
Yeah, I mean, this stuff is going all over the country.
Are they arresting Spider Mike?
We've seen them in Philly, DC, Portland, Minnesota.
Oh, Spider Mike.
I mean, there's even protests in Dallas, Texas.
I'm surprised they didn't arrest him.
Oh, I don't know, but there's a whole crew of
They're everywhere, everywhere. And I think it's going to get crazy this weekend.
Damn, the whole squad's up there.
When people are more likely to be out, like we all know, the weekends is when things start heating up.
And all those people are trespassing too.
It's crazy though. Laura Ingraham baited that lady so hard that she pretty much admitted that she's being paid to be there. They're paid protesters. I wonder how much money they're getting. Probably getting a couple $100 each is every night they're out.
police have observed criminal activity and will be making targeted arrests. Do not interfere with police action. Failure to adhere to this order may subject you to citation or arrest. If necessary, crowd control measures, including impact munitions or other physical force, may also be used if justified by law.
We got Patriot Shane here. He's out here on a nightly basis.
Try to be.
What's your ex handle?
No why.
The other Shane, he's still recuperating, right?
Yeah, he's still recuperating.
And then we got Raw Tactics here.
Yes, sir.
We got Josh. And then we got King. We got a few Patriots over here. Looks like the police activity's happening up there.
Oh, yeah.
This is the Portland Police
Oh,
Bureau.
wow.
Police have observed criminal activity.
So that plane that we seen flying earlier, that Atlas plane, the Atlas Airlines or whatever that was, it says what's believed to be the first appearance in his 51-year flying history to Boeing E-4B Night Watch, known as the Doomsday plane, showed up in LAX during Thursday's airline videos. Well, no, that wasn't it. No, that's not it. Sorry, y'all. False alarm. But that's not the first time that plane's been shown in 51 years. I was tracking that flight a couple weeks ago. That plane. The Doomsday plane. Yeah, I was tracking that flight probably a week and a half ago. It was up in the air. If you were watching, you'll remember if you were watching the stream. But back to Portland.
Should arrest his ass for parking his truck in the middle of the fucking road.
Arrest them all.
So we got Portland on the bottom. You got LA, and the top one you got a mix between LA, Portland, and Minnesota.
This is exactly what a riot looks like. This is exactly what a riot looks like. This is exactly a riot. When even sanctuary cities are saying that you did wrong, this is exactly a riot.
Yep. And that's crazy. That's crazy.
Control measures, including impact munitions or other physical force, may also be used if justified by law.
You are the
They must have really screwed up.
This is the Portland Police Bureau. Police have observed criminal activity and will be making targeted arrests. Do not interfere with police action.
Yeah, it's starting to get crazy, y'all.
This order may subject you to citation or arrest. If necessary,
If you're just dropping in, let me know where you're watching from. If you can, hit that subscribe.
What?
If you can, hit that subscribe button. Help me hit 500 subscribers. I would really, really appreciate it.
Under all this shit from last year and these goddamn Karens come in from the suburbs.
Yep.
And then they get a direct traffic like they own fucking Portland.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know where you're watching from.
Right now, a bunch. I don't know.
They're pushing them back. They sure as shit are. Here they come. About fucking time, too.
This is exactly what fascist looks like right here. Modern day fascism right here.
And of course, they're going to get all butthurt. They're going to get all butthurt and say that Portland's working with ICE.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you know it's bad, when Portland PD is putting out on a live speaker telling them to disperse because they observed criminal activity and they're going to be making targeted arrests. That's when you know things are starting to get crazy.
We'll handle you guys real quick.
Insurrection Act. If Trump invokes the Insurrection Act, this shit will be over in 24 hours. I guarantee it.
Round them up.
Guarantee it.
Exactly what it looks like. Yep.
Law enforcement fighting citizens, that is very wrong.
Yeah, especially when they're Trend Day in Rockwood and they shoot people.
Yeah, that made no sense.
Oh, yeah. That makes perfect sense. Arresting gangs.
Yeah, that's not happening, darling. No, it's
I
not.
live here. Go back to your suburban home.
Go back, she said, go back to your suburban
Y'all
home.
are the fascists. This is what modern day fascist looks like right here. This is what a riot looks like right here. Yep. Trump's gonna bring down the hammer and you guys are all gonna be crying in prison. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just
I think they're
spew
trying to
your
get a
freaking
fight going.
nonsense. Spew your fucking propaganda.
I think they're trying to get a fight going.
Propaganda. 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 Your propaganda nonsense. It's exactly what fascists look like right here. This is modern day fascism.
So
right
this was 3 hours ago from Nick Sordor. Laughed my ass off. Tim Walz is going to be pissed. Looks like Commander Bovino has taken over the Minnesota State Capitol here in St. Paul. I cannot confirm nor deny whether or not he's on the lookout for Ilhan Omar. Some leftist state rep came up and just started screeching in his ear about nonsense, then stomped away. Let's take a listen.
Can we say breaking news? Commander Bovino has taken control of the Minnesota State Capitol.
Yeah. I think we are on the verge of civil war, y'all.
Can we say breaking news? Commander.
I really, really do. I really, really think we're on the verge of civil war or a revolution. Something major is getting ready to happen. The Podesta Civil War plan, they didn't war game all that for no reason. So if you haven't already, prepare now. Get some storable food, canned food, non-perishable stuff, some comms, radios, so you can stay in communication with your friends, family, and your community. Just, I'm telling you folks, things are going to get wild this year. It's not even 10 days. It's just turned over to January 9th. And this is what we're already seeing. We're not even 10 days, not even 2 weeks into the new year, and this is what we're seeing.
Retarded. Fucking spurging out, motherfucker. You're spurging out, pussy.
This is the stuff that we're seeing not even 2 weeks into the new year. It's crazy, man. Crazy. Oh, remember earlier I was telling you about how the lady spun her wheels? Watch. You can see, turns it, boom, and she smashes on the gas pedal, spins the wheels. Shit! So, that's what I was telling you about earlier. America First global bombshell. Trump just pulled the United States out of the UN by canceling 66 treaties and killing all funding. Major.
From global cooperation. The Trump administration will withdraw from dozens of international organizations, including the UN's Population Agency and the UN treaty that establishes international climate negotiations. It marks the U.S. further retreating from...
Now we just need to pull out of NATO. If we can pull out of NATO, oh man, things would be great.
Global cooperation. President Donald Trump on Wednesday signed an executive order withdrawing the United States from 66 organizations, agencies, and commissions following his instruction for his administration to review participation in and funding for all international organizations, including those affiliated with the United Nations.
Hell yeah. That's right. Hell yeah.
It is the evening of Thursday, January 8th, 2026. And I come to you with a huge historic development.
This is huge.
President Trump last night signed an executive order that effectively pulls us out of the United Nations.
Now, will Congress codify the executive order, or is it going to just sit there like all the other executive orders are doing right now, and Congress isn't codifying any of them? They're just sitting there, not doing anything, not helping us at all. They're just sitting there. Trump's signing all this stuff, but Congress isn't doing anything.
It doesn't do the final piece of pulling us out of the body itself as a member, but every treaty, every agreement, every organization that we've signed sovereignty away to, he just pulled us out of it. Withdrawing the United States from the international organizations, conventions, and treaties that are contrary to the interest of the United States. And here it is. There are 60 plus of these, 66 of these. Let's go ahead and go over these right now. Consistent with Executive Order 14199.
This is great.
My review of further findings, the Secretary of State remains ongoing, saying they're going to probably get out of more things, like the World Trade Organization that we've gotten out of and everything but name only. 24/7 carbon-free energy compact. That's one of the big carbon tax
that was literally killing our economy
systems.
And at the same time, it was killing our economy, killing Europe's economy, and at the same time, countries like China and Russia were flourishing because they don't have to obey by these carbon rules. They're like, hey, you guys want to crush and kill your own economy? We're not going to be a part of it. They're not stupid, but these people are stupid, and I'm so glad Trump is pulling out of all of this stuff.
Colombo Plan Council, that's one of the other global organizations. Commission for Environmental Cooperation, that's getting all your local governments under UN control. Education.
We'll come back to that. It looks like there's a lot of people in black in the top one here. Let's make this a little bigger. Make this one a little bit bigger here. You got a bunch of people. Oh, look, there's some people getting arrested. There's people getting arrested in, looks like LA. Let's turn the sound on. Yeah, there's people getting arrested in LA. It's either LA or that's Portland. The one over there was Portland. I mean, it was LA earlier. Yeah, they're getting arrested. Look, bottom right. They're starting to get arrested. Yep, that's Portland down at the bottom there.
Wow, good job, Portland.
Yeah, this is Portland. So they're starting to get arrested in Portland.
Way to take the domestic threat out. You went after a senior fucking citizen.
Now they're all pissed off because their people are getting arrested by Portland police.
Look, there's PPD right there in the middle.
So let's check out Tommy Boy's thing here. See, he's not even up there where all the action is. He's missing it. Yeah, they're missing it right now. But we're not. Am I right? We're seeing it right now. Happening right now. They're all getting arrested. Yep, they're all starting to get arrested. Every one of them. Look at them. And boy, they're so pissed off now. They're all pissed off now.
I wish they would sort of chant to bring people back over to the front and get this. Don't let the police have this. This is like the new MAGA. They're like the new MAGA coming in and harassing people. Hey, 696! 696! It's the bitch! 696! Guess what? I'm suing you!
Now they're talking about suing them. Wow.
We shook our hands, said you were just having a bad day.
That's crazy.
I've decided.
All because they can't break the law, so now they're going to threaten to sue them. Even though Portland police is full of cucks anyway. They're the reason why all this is happening. Because they allowed it to happen. Because they're so soft on crime. That's why this all started happening. They started letting the criminals out. There's no consequences. And this is what happens. This is exactly what happens.
So you didn't fucking hear me.
If you're just joining, drop a comment in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like the live stream. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers by spring. Help me get that goal.
Fuck the PPD.
See, now they're saying F the the Portland police.
He can barely squaddle.
See, these people have no honor, man.
That's when you squat and waddle, in case you're wondering.
Portland police has been on their side throughout a lot of this. And then when they finally start, arresting some of these people, now all of a sudden, FPPD and, typical behavior, the usual suspects.
Well, that's why I brought it to squaddle, okay? Because I didn't want to offend other people. He squaddles. It looks like he's squatting, but he's actually waddling. Sorry you didn't get that hat on the top. You want to do that again? You can. Thanks for the hat.
Yep, Captain. Yep, usual suspects. Exactly, man. Looks like Tommy Boy's live feed is just chilling. He's just sitting there right now.
Oh, that sucks. You can't find its eye. You can't find the eyes.
make this a little bigger for you so that way y'all can see it better. I don't know if it's working. Sorry. Yeah, here they go. And I think this is just the second night. And it, you know as well as I do, it only gets worse from here. Just like the George Floyd riots. Yeah, these people are losing it. And it's just, like I said, it's typical behavior from these people. And Portland police and a lot of these other agencies, they have nobody to blame but themselves. But at the same time, I think there are some good officers within it. It's just they've got their hands tied. They're told not to engage. So they literally can't do anything. Even if they wanted to arrest these people, they can't because the mayors and the governors have their hands tied. But I'm going to tell you this, not all of them think like that. A lot of them are, they're like, hold on. There's a lot of Antifa and BLM members within the police communities. So there's these activists, just like there's these activist judges and all these other activists. They're infiltrated into the police departments, into the government agencies, into the judgeships. They've corrupted everything. Everything is corrupted to its core. Everything. And we're seeing the fruits of that corruption. Just plain and simple. It looks like military flights have died down a little bit. If you look at the top right, the map, those are all the military flights over. It's a live flight tracker, live military flights over the United States right now. But what do you guys think of Trump pulled the United States out of the UN, canceling 66 treaties and killing all UN funding? What do you guys think about that? Yeah, man, I agree. About damn time. But, I mean, it's about time. I don't know why we've been funding them to begin with. I mean, this people, they all hate us. They hate us. They hate our way of life. They hate the way we do things and our systems. Why in the world would we continue to fund an organization and people that hate us? I mean, not to mention pulling out of the carbon-free energy compact. That's a big one. That's a big one. and all the environmental shit, like, yeah, pull out of all of it. Defund the UN, and now next should be NATO. NATO should be the next one that they pull out of. It serves us no purpose. Nothing. Because we're the ones funding it. We're the ones that is NATO's attack dog. It serves us. It doesn't serve us at all. All it's doing is dragging us into more foreign wars, taking more of our money. It serves no purpose to us. It should be, that should be the next one. That's what I think.
And basically everyone has left the line to hang out with the PPD, which is basically the Chud version.
The Chud version?
Portland. They come out here and just stand here, which creates this whole tension.
Well, I don't know, dude. I think you're missing the part up there where they're getting arrested that we just seen.
So they're just here to scare.
They're getting arrested.
And they're blocking the road. They haven't moved the cars. What do you think they're going to do? Stay here all night?
Oh, they'll be there all night till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, actually, no, because it's 3 hours behind in Portland. So it's roughly 9 p.m. in Portland. So they'll probably go till about midnight in Pacific time. But not me. I'm going to probably jump off here soon. Nobody's talking in the chat except for Captain.
Very good points. It's great to see that they now have a video evidence that they can do this without firing tear gas in faces.
This is true. This is true. They're giving them a legal example. This lady needs to put her hair in a ponytail. It's just driving me insane. Like, tuck it up in your helmet, ponytail, wrap it, put it in a bun. I saw her at the crime scene.
I know I saw you and I was going to go there. So
Yeah.
listen, that's right by my house.
Yeah.
So I was literally going to go over there, and my daughter's work is right by there, so I was going to drop her off. And then all of a sudden she got transferred to Hillsboro. So I had to drive all the way to Hillsboro so I couldn't go there. I was literally going to go there right with you, like,
I was heading to the hospital at first.
Yeah.
But I was too far out, so I took the closer one.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm going to jump on a Lime scooter. And it took me 30 minutes of just
30 on a Lime scooter.
Oh, it was so slow. It was so slow. But I was the first one there, basically. I was going down the streets, and people were outside on the sidewalk, like looking down the road, and I was like, I just fucking shot someone. And then I was like breaking news to them because it hadn't even gotten
Yeah,
news.
no, it wasn't, because when I saw you down there, I saw you, and then I was like searching for news, and news hadn't broke or anything yet.
Yeah.
It just, you were down there.
Yeah, I yelled at the FBI. I have a clip.
In case anyone doesn't know, I'm not monetized. I won't receive any type of funding or anything until I hit 500 subscribers.
I had no idea, like, all of a sudden it was just within 20 minutes of them setting up tape.
Which one are you going live from? Because I'm going to have to go in, I'm going to have to jump on.
Keep America great. Keep America great. Deep state.
Yeah, man. These people are losing it. But it looks like a lot of the protests are starting to wear out.
Just resources. Because, you know, there's so much traffic down here at night, they need to make sure it's clear. No, that was sarcasm. There is no traffic down here. That too. I thought.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that too. That's not. Yeah, that's a fucking yeah. Quietly, with all due respect, fuck off!
Yeah, things are getting crazy. They all started getting arrested, but I think it's all starting to die down.
Yeah. I've been paid.
So they didn't even just, they got 10 times more deportations by doing it.
I was gonna say, I've been paid 26 cents last night.
No, I think I got $300 in total.
That thing's so loud.
God bless our border laws. God bless Border Patrol. Thank you for keeping us
I appreciate it.
today, Border Patrol.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But in total, I've spent all my energy myself here. This is not paid scenario. I'm not Tommy out here grifting.
I'm not paid either, dude.
I came out of the woods and I was like, oh shit, Portland's going crazy. I need to go down there on my way to another forest. And I was like, oh, maybe I should just stay here.
At this point, you're probably not avoiding therapy because of stigma. You're probably avoiding therapy because you've become
I thought when they told us to go touch grass and everything would be okay. I come back from touching grass and shit hit the fan and...
Kidnap them. Why are we keeping them here? Why are we trying to
I come back from touching grass and shit hit the fan and... Right there, that
Why
guy.
are we trying to keep all the hard workers here then? Why?
That's a state troop.
Why are we keeping them here then? Why don't we let them go make their country great? Why don't they go make their country great?
We got an EAM going on. Live EAM. Let's hear it. And now it stopped.
Make their country great. Let them go home and make their country great.
Because we're out
Oh, look at them.
you taking our capitalist money,
They're
our
working harder than you.
We can't get a chance to work hard because they stealing all of our jobs.
You want slave labor.
We're standing tall for America right here, baby.
Just like the colleges. You can't get into the colleges because they're giving out all the scholarships to these foreign students. It's crazy, man.
Let them go build their country then. That's right. Yep.
You're an idiot, bro.
We're gonna revoke your damn refugee status too and send your ass back.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
We're sending your ass back, dude. We're sending your
That's
ass
crazy.
back. Ungrateful refugees get sent back to their fucking country.
That's crazy.
Yep.
You know it and I know
Yep.
it. You know it and I know it.
They should go make their country great then. Go make their country great.
That's crazy.
No.
If you're new here, drop a comment in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from.
All the greatest things are here in America.
And if you can, hit that subscribe button.
Not at all. Never. You think that bean workers are harder workers than steel skyscrapers? Iron workers? You think that bean pickers are fucking harder workers than steel workers? You're fucking retarded. You think that a fucking dumb fucking bean worker is harder worker than a fucking iron
That dude's
worker?
crashing out, man.
Than the people that build skyscrapers.
That dude is crashing out.
You think that somebody that mows lawns, you think that someone who mows lawns works harder than an iron worker, than a mason? You think that than a paver, than a construction worker?
And you're doing the exact same thing now, just a different movement.
I think that we have different definitions.
If you want to go, if you want to make,
Yeah.
if you want to play a semantic game,
Portland is going nuts. A lot of the stuff cut out from Minnesota. It's not a lot of streams on Minnesota. I've checked TikTok, X, and YouTube, and I haven't seen the ones that I had on earlier. They've closed out. It's just Portland right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. It'll be in the case.
He plays beat with violence against.
Yeah, he does. He's like all he has is the stick.
The bottom one is credit to Tommy Boy, I think, and the top one is I think it was Wavy TV, Wavy Media TV, I think, something like that. So I'm giving them credit. because they're the ones that are out on the streets. I'm just restreaming their stream.
But you would say, any reasonable person would say that that's fine. Regardless of whether or not you want to use the word. I can't hear her. She's too quiet. She just sounds like.
Yeah, she doesn't want to talk to you. That's why. All right, so now I gotta mute that because now they're playing music. We'll just go back to Tommy Boy.
Nobody gives a fuck. You fucking stink.
Oh, look, now they're in their face.
Shit. You fucking stink. You fucking stink.
Now she's up in their face.
Holy shit, you stink.
I know tons of people that would go to work right now.
Let's make this one a little bigger.
Did you hear what I said to him,
here.
Josh?
Farm worker. Bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, that white liberal women need to be deported. What you explained, the whole point of everything you said is that white women...
The white liberal Karens are precisely why there's such a downfall in American culture right now.
Make lobotomies great again for fucking
White conservative women are the best. Even independent women, like, that have no political side, that don't lean too far left. You know what I mean? Like, but these people, like these blue-haired liberals with the you know, the usual suspects, they've lost their minds, man.
Y'all said no.
They unalive babies.
You are not telling the truth. Yep. You are not telling the truth. You are not telling the truth. See, everybody's saying it.
Do you see Portland's roads? Do you see Portland's roads? Because they let all the Mexicans in, nobody's working construction no more because they took all the jobs. And look how shitty the roads are.
They're better than Americans.
No, they made it worse. That's what I'm saying.
They're not better than Americans.
Look how shitty the roads are now.
The roads are shitty because your politicians are stealing all of your funding.
Fucking pathetic.
They're not putting the funding into the infrastructure, but instead they're actually stealing it through fraudulent daycare services.
It's fucking pathetic.
That's the truth.
You're definitely getting your refugee status revoked and get sent fucking back home, dude.
That's the truth. They take the funds, the taxpayer funding, and instead of putting it into infrastructure, they're funneling it
and your heritage in Iran
through
are all fighting the same shit we're fighting here.
these daycares and all these other fraud scams, and they're literally stealing from the American people.
Complete disgrace to your entire ethnic heritage.
All the people from third world countries.
We're all one race. We're all humans, but to your ethnicity, you are a disgrace. You are.
When foreigners come here, they're better than Americans.
All your cultural relatives.
If his stuff is so much better, if he thinks everything's better than America, then why is he here?
They're killing
I mean, seriously.
in the middle of the street.
Think about that. Think about that logic, y'all. I'm telling you, man. It really pisses me off to hear him say that.
We're taking back the world. Patriots everywhere.
Says that this is better than America. Like, okay, if that's the case, then why are you here? If your country is so much better than America, then why are you here? If you hate America so much, then why are you here?
Foreigners live the American dream.
Americans built the greatest country on earth. Foreigners live in third world countries.
And what happens when they come here?
They come here and they do great because this is America.
They come here and then they take their third world lifestyle.
Dude, there's so many cops
and then they try to apply it here, and it doesn't work. You can't mix the third world and the first world. You just can't, because you'll have chaos, like you're having right now. You'll literally have chaos everywhere.
Do you have a can with you?
What?
You have a can, a mason?
Yeah, I have a cane. Right? It's a retractable one. I have it in here just
Cool.
in case. Plus, I can hit somebody with it if I need to.
I was like, I have two foggers and like 3 meters.
Well, I wouldn't do that. That's how you get arrested. I don't advocate for violence. You don't, like the military says, never fire until you're fired upon. Kind of the same thing. That way you can claim self-defense.
That little pea brain, all that hot air. That's what modern day fascism looks like right down there. Exactly what fascism looks like. That's right. Hostile takeover. We need the Insurrection Act yesterday. Clean up all
I
these
agree.
pathetic pukes.
Just give it a couple
We do
minutes.
need the Insurrection Act. Trump needs to invoke it and just get it over with.
Heaven and cry about it. Pathetic.
Gonna load up the clowns. Look at the little
baby possums you have them off.
So we're gonna go to the other one real quick. That dude's crashing out on Tommy Boy's crashing out. So let's check in with this top one here.
We'll start saying that. There's Mama, and then there are the possums. The possums are gonna get onto the van and go back to their home. And then once they feel like coming back out again, gotta go warm up. They're fainting.
They're like, fuck, it's cold.
They're like, oh damn.
Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets!
Now there we go. Line up, baby!
And it looks like there's some more getting arrested.
Until he gets fucking removed because he's a piece of shit.
And yeah, it looks like there's some more getting arrested.
696, see you in fucking court. See you next time.
Yeah, it looks like some of them's getting ready to get arrested.
Here we go. Bye. Bye.
Or are they leaving?
Goodbye. Have a good one.
Get the fuck back! Get the fuck back! Get the fuck back! Is that what you fucking got? Get the fuck back!
Get on your possum.
Yeah, it looks like they're all leaving. The cops are. The cops are all leaving. Protesters are still there. We'll go back to Tommy Boy.
You smell like expired cat food. Hey, I love that. For that prisoner you have in your dungeon. You don't know my name. What's my name?
I'm trying. I know they jump. You gotta watch out for the dudes. You're getting too close. You gotta watch out for the bedbugs, bro.
I knew it.
And now look at the top one. All of those, that's all Antifa. Gas masks. They're well funded. They're very well funded.
I wasn't looking at chat or nothing. That's all they do is try to send women over to like create a scene, and they want something to happen to make us look bad in some way. That's what they do.
That way they can say, "Oh, look, they're
and then they'll have a reason to
demonizing
try to
women."
come over and retaliate or something like that. So you just can't really slip up.
If they're gonna fight, you let them hit you first. That way it's on video and you can claim self-defense. That way it's undeniable. Never incite violence first. Never be the one that goes on the offensive. Have a defense posture only. That's how you should be. It looks like he's lost service or something. Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's why he dropped his phone.
They're doing targeted arrests. They told everyone to get back.
Yep.
South Moody Street.
Right there.
What did they say? Stop bank.
If you stay in the street, you will be arrested.
Stop booty stripping. Is that what she said?
Other state and city offenses.
Drop a comment. What did it sound like? It sounded like she said stop booty stripping on the sidewalk.
Oh, it's getting crazy over there.
Dude, there's like 100 cops. There's like 100 cops down there. It's exactly what fascism looks like right there. Yep, fucking riot and try to take over civil unrest just because you fucking Maggie wants. It's a pathetic scum.
Fucking pathetic scum. You can only do
That
this
wavy
in a blue
boy went on the
hellhole.
top.
Try that
I
shit
would
in
play
Florida.
his audio, but they keep playing music.
Fuck over.
The only one not playing music is Tommy Boy's on the bottom. So I'm keeping it on their audio.
They're not doing nothing here. The whole city's on their side, and they're still not doing nothing.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, but they call conservatives the violent ones, right? We're the violent ones. We're the white supremacists,
Traffic. What
right?
if somebody was trying to get to the hospital or something? They don't care because they're fascist fucking scumbags. You guys all fucking suck
This dude's
dick.
trying to get a fight going. Yeah, they're trying to get a fight going, man. See, that's nothing peaceful about that. You're antagonizing them. Stop antagonizing them. You know.
The cops are all on your side, and you guys are still fighting with them. It's pathetic.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. All the cops are literally on their side, and they're yelling "F the police, F the cops," and Portland police. But you guys already know that's what they do. That's their MO. They use the cops to do their bidding, and then any other time it's F them. If they would actually wake up and realize the police would just, but see, and it's like I go back to this what I said earlier. There's probably some good cops in that police force, but they've got their hands tied from the mayor, the governors, all these liberal politicians, that their hands are tied, so they literally can't do anything. If they do what their job is supposed to do, they'll end up, the liaison officers will step in, and that officer will probably lose his job or lose her job and end up getting sued and lose their career and everything, which is sad. So they don't really have a choice. But at the same time, you need to have the courage to speak up and do something.
That's the modern day fascist
and speak out
right
about
down
it
there.
and be against it.
Yep. It's funny when all the white liberals are scared of Antifa now they're fucking walking home.
Yeah, now that Antifa's coming out, that's when... See, anytime you start seeing them coming out all dressed in all black with the gas mask on and the umbrellas and the body armor, those are the ones that are the violent ones. They're the ones that start breaking windows. They're the ones that start rioting and looting. Usually 9 times out of 10, that's what happens.
To learn the fine details of what harassment is. I ain't fucking around with that.
They're doing targeted arrests. They told everyone to get back.
He knows me.
Oh, this fucking guy.
If you stay in the street, you will be arrested or other state and city offenses. Leave the roadway now.
Go fuck your mom like you do every week.
Yeah. Antifa is all over them streets right now.
Dude, there's like 100 cops. There's like 100 cops down there.
See, I'd love to be out there live pulling these reports in. I don't know if I'd like to be in Portland. Portland's a shithole. Same thing with Minnesota. I mean, Minneapolis. That's a shithole too.
Fucking pathetic scum. You can only do this in a blue hellhole. Try that shit in Florida. You guys are gonna get ran the fuck over.
This dude says, careful what you ask for.
They're not doing nothing here. The whole city's on their side, and they're still not doing nothing.
Yep. It's crazy, ain't it?
Shame on you, they say, huh? Somebody was trying to get to the hospital. You guys all fucking suck dick. The cops are going out that way.
Oh, well, I've been hanging out with all
Say anybody that loves you at night?
No one. No, I was trying to see if I'd let.
Cops are all on your side, and you guys are still fighting with them. It's pathetic.
That's a fact. Yeah, we do love the police. Get them, boys! Get them, boys! Get them, boys! Let's fucking go! Get them, boys!
Look at all the congestion they're causing. They're causing all this congestion with these cars and everything.
Mm-hmm. They don't
There's
care,
people
though.
trying to get home. There's people trying to get to their kids.
They don't care.
Who knows what's happening? And they're just blocking them. They don't care about nobody else but themselves.
They have
That's
no
what
care in the
fascists are.
world for other people. None.
Get those motherfuckers! Arrest those fascists!
Yes, sir.
It's almost 10 o'clock on the Pacific, on the West Coast.
Deport those fucking illegals!
It's almost 1 a.m. here on the East Coast.
Deport those illegal criminals to the jail!
That's the modern day fascists right down there. Yep. It's funny when all the white liberals are scared of Antifa now they're fucking walking home.
That's it, whoa!
All right, let's listen to the rest of this report from earlier about Trump pulling out of the UN and canceling 66 treaties and killing all funding.
Without weight, all these different NGOs, European Center for Excellence in Countering Hybrid Threats. Again, these are all somewhat important, but wait till we get to the actual UN bodies they got out of. It's incredible. Forum of European National Highway Research Laboratories. That's smart meters, taxes, banning cars.
Yep.
Freedom Online Coalition. That's Internet ID, Internet censorship, putting you in jail for free speech. It ties into the EU, the UK. Global Community Engagement and Resilience Fund. That's more of their NGOs funding local groups to control you. Global Counterterrorism Forum, deciding who and what they call a terrorist and controlling policy. Global Forum on Cyber Expertise, global standards having the UN in control. Global Forum on Migration Development. Oh, that's so important. And that later is he lists the treaty that we got out of, the Migration Treaty, putting the UN in charge of who can be a refugee and who can't. And then under the previous treaties, ICE follows the orders of the UN.
See, the UN is an unelected dictatorship, and it's just if you look at everything with the UN, that's just what it is. They're unelected, and they operate like a dictatorship. And the UN is literally the reason why Europe is just done, along with the EU. Like the EU is the same way.
Not U.S. law. Big deal right there. Inter-American Initiative for Global Change Research. That's all the carbon taxes, promoting sexualization of our children, the whole leftist agenda. Intergovernmental Forum on Mining Minerals, Metals, and Sustainable Development. You ever wonder why China had 98% of rare earth mineral control?
Yeah.
Because they have UN treaties and regulations that none of the other countries in the world were even allowed to go mine it or do it.
While America and these European countries, the economies were crumbling, everything was falling apart. But like I was just telling you a little bit ago, countries like China, Russia, they didn't adhere to these guidelines. That's why China had got such a stranglehold on the mineral deals and everything. not only that, but our politicians sold out our country to the Chinese, and it started back in the 80s.
That's how they regulatorily set China up for a total win. They can have thousands of new coal power plants.
Yeah.
We have thousands shut down.
Yep.
Inter-American Institute for Global Change Research, Internal Forum on Mining, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. That's getting all the governments together to accept their carbon tax regulations. That's huge.
Yep.
Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services. So they can list what they claim is endangered or what's an important biosphere, so they can limit development when and how they want internationally over your country. International Center for the Study and Preservation
huge, man.
and Restoration of Cultural.
I don't think anybody realizes the significance of what Trump just did with pulling out of these 66 treaties. It's so significant, and it's going to unlock the potential this country has been suppressed of for decades, as long as I can remember. I mean, it's about to get a lot better for the United States once all of this is actually enacted and everything goes through. You're going to see a big difference.
Property. So that's all cultural appropriation, getting native tribes stirred up, and then sue with the UN, your national government or state government, to take property. The International Cotton Advisory Committee. Again, the UN involved trying to control all that.
Yep.
International Development Law Organization. These groups are so important. That's what all these different Supreme Court judges and others are involved with USAID money going overseas to Asia, Latin America, Europe.
That's why they were so pissed off when Trump and Doge with Elon pulled USAID funding, because that funding was literally funding a lot of the corrupt organizations that were operating in the world.
Africa, and getting them to sign on to all these new tyrannical lawfare systems that we have here as well. International Energy Forum, again, carbon taxes, cutting off human energy. International Federation of Arts Councils and Cultural Agencies. You see like half the fundings for drag queen story time and trans agenda, brainwashing kids in all of those. Now it starts getting hardcore. So for whatever reason, they list the least important things up front. It's super hardcore. International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance. That's the UN making sure elections are free and open. Yeah, right. How about Foxcart and the Hen House? International Institute for Justice and the Rule of Law. More of going and controlling courts worldwide. International Lead and Zinc Study Group, trying to restrict that for industrial uses. International Renewable Energy Agency, and that's the carbon taxes, all the garbage. International Solar Alliance. International Tropical Timber Association. You got to go pay them off to be able to do any timber stuff in the Amazon basin, stuff like that. International Union for Conservation.
With Trump doing this, it completely unlocks American innovation, American energy, American manufacturing, everything, man. I'm telling you.
Of nature. That's all the big NGOs, all the land grabs, all the taxpayer money to grab the property. Pan American Institute for Geography and History, to change history and teach that Leif Erikson was black. Partnership for Atlantic Cooperation. That's all about NATO and our governments and merging control over our national governments. Regional Cooperation Agreement for combating piracy and armed robbery against ships at sea. So the UN got regulations worldwide passed that none of these countries are allowed to have their flagships armed. Just we're getting out of all that. That comes out of that. Regional Cooperation Council, that's unionization, getting the UN corporations over your local governments. Renewable Energy Policy Network, 21st century. Again, the carbon taxes, banning fertilizer, banning farms, all the feudalism. Science and...
And you know what's crazy? The Legend is one of the only ones that I've seen showing this. I have not seen this in the mainstream media. They're all hyper-focused and hyper-vigilated on the lady in Minnesota, not realizing there is a huge story right here with this. This right here is huge, man.
Technology Center for Ukraine. Look that up. That's taking the hundreds of millions of dollars and just laundering it in to these organizations. Secretariat of the Pacific Regional Environmental Program. And that's all the carbon taxes, regulations, anti-human behavior in the Pacific. Venice Commission on the Council of Europe. So that's this globalist council in Venice that kind of creates the policy, like the Club of Rome does, on depopulation.
Trump just sent a big middle finger right to the UN.
And carbon taxes. This group creates the general policy for the unelected European Council. United Nations, UN organizations. Now, here's where it gets wild, okay?
Yeah.
Department of Economic and Social Affairs.
Love it.
That's advises the IMF, World Bank, all the controls. UN Economic and Social Council, Economic Commission for Africa. That's the depopulation of Africa, teaching them to be homosexual. Yep. Obama saying you can't have a car or a house.
Giving them poison shots.
That's all the brainwashing.
Bill Gates.
If everybody's raising living standards to the point where everybody's got a car and everybody's got air conditioning and everybody's got a big house, well, the planet will boil over.
Economic Commission for Latin America and Caribbean, same thing. Economic and Social Commission for...
It's just like... Klaus Schwab, and remember the statement he said, you will own nothing and you will be happy.
For Asia and the Pacific. We'll give you these loans at high interest rates, but you got to socially do what we say under the ESG Corporate Governmental Social Credit Score. Economic and Social Commission for Western Asia. International Law Commission. Again, that goes back to controlling the courts around the world. International Residual Mechanism for Criminal Tribunals. No matter what you do, you're still under the UN's jurisdiction.
Guys, I'm telling you, this is huge, man.
International Trade Center of the UN that interfaces with the World Trade Organization. Office of the Special Advisor on Africa. Office of the Special Representation of the Secretary General for Children and Armed Conflicts. That's
I'm
the
telling you,
UN
man.
Using conflicts to always get caught shipping kids out for human trafficking.
This is America first.
And to raise money off the poor kids and the refugees that they do interviews with. Office of the Special Representative
this
of
is
the
America
Secretary General
first.
on Sexual Violence and Conflicts. Again, their favorite thing, human trafficking. They're the ones that oversee all the bodies and watchdog groups so they can do it. Office of the Special Representation of the Secretary General on Violence Against Children. Peace Building Commission, that means disarming countries. Peace Building Fund, Permanent Fund on People of African Descent. UN Alliance of Civilizations. UN Collaborative Program for Reducing Emissions from Deforestation and Forest Degradation in Developing Countries. That's cutting out the development of the Third World. UN Conference on Trade and Development. UN Democracy Fund, that means overthrowing countries. UN Energy, carbon taxes. UN Entity for Gender Equality and Empowerment of Women, saying that men are women and can play in women's sports, and cutting little boys' genitals off, saying they're women. That's the trans cult. UN Framework Convention on Climate Change. That's the big super daddy for the carbon tax, total control that ties into it all. UN Human Settlement Program, moving people's refugees out and into your area. UN Institute for Training and Research, their big brainwashing arm for their minions. UN Oceans, Treaty of the Sea, UN Population Fund. Bill Gates. Populate the earth.
It's like I was just telling you, Bill Gates.
Of conventional arms. Register all the small arms so you can disarm the people. Memorandum 7277 from the State Department. 7277. UN System for Chief Executives Board of Cooperation. That way you get all the ESG money if you get certified by the UN. UN System Staff College, more of their internal brainwashing system. UN Water. That means grabbing all the water of the world. We haven't said we're going to take the water over, control it, and tax you. UN University, more of their brainwashing systems. And it goes on and on. So,
major.
Trump just effectively pulled us out of the United Nations.
Yep. Now we need to do NATO.
Education, Australia, New Zealand, Europe,
Canada. We need NATO
all the
next.
Same brainwashing. It's all UNESCO. It's all the UN. It's all standardized. And Trump is literally pulling us all out of that and killing the funding. This is historic. I'm very excited about it. I want to read this report. We link through the website. It's at Infowars.com. In this article, U.S. should withdraw from 66 international bodies and treaties. It's a good headline, but it should read, Trump effectively withdraws the United States from the United Nations by signing an executive order ending 66 treaties with international bodies. This is beyond ultra-massive. This is everything we've always been dreaming and hoping for.
Yep.
And he's done it on so many other fronts as well. He's reasserting American dominance and sovereignty, the Monroe Doctrine, and more. You could say maybe he's going too far, maybe it's a gamble, any of that. But
no, it's not going too far.
There's a new international system, the old globalist.
It's about time somebody's done this, but I will say this, Trump needs to be very, very, very careful, because this is starting, like I was saying the other day, this is when you start getting into the territory of worrying if he's going to be JFK'd. He needs to be very, very careful.
System has fallen. Their old rules-based order is over, which means corporate eugenics, transhumanist, world government. And there is a whole new order that is forming. It's not perfect, it's not pretty, but it is America taking back control of its sovereignty in the 11th hour, 58th minute. So please check this out for yourself. Please share it. I know it's academic. It's not all, sexy like some celebrity gossip or something, but this is a big deal. Trump just dealt a major blow to the Rockefeller Rothschild global system. But whatever you do, please pray for our broadcast. Please support us at thealexjonesstore.com with the very best supplements, the widest selection of Patriot apparel, and share the articles and videos, because you are the Paul Reveres, and I humbly thank you for everything you've done. But know this, if it wasn't for your support and it wasn't for the work we've done together, we wouldn't have a fighting.
All right. Well, that's the show I've got planned for you. If you stuck around this long, please consider subscribing, like the live stream, and share out my other videos. If you want, go and look at the video I uploaded the other day. Was titled Monroe Doctrine 2.0, and the thumbnail is got the Donroe Doctrine with Trump on it in like a black background. Check that one out. I go over the Monroe Doctrine, what could possibly come next, everything that's, all the signs, and who could potentially be the next domino to fall since Venezuela happened. Go ahead and check that out. It's a good watch. So, until next time, stay safe. God bless. Keep on prepping. Patriot Independence out.